Yo, what's going on? A quick long video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but this is going to serve as the weekly review today. This week I'm doing something different. I'll let y'all in of a little bit more what I got going on. Black Quarterback Series, Week 6 review, kinda. Let's get into it. So hey, if you don't know, my name is Keith. I do Black Quarterback Series, where normally I review all the games from every week. And so this week I'm trying kind of a different approach. Life happens, Didn't get a chance to watch every single game, break down the games that I would like to. So this week we're going to do a little something different. I'm going to talk about what the title says, obviously DESHAUN Watson to Miami, and we're going to talk about Lamar Jackson. And if time permits, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the other games and just storylines that I found interesting. And then we'll close it out. So, first big story of the day for today is DESHAUN Watson to Miami. 3-team trade. I didn't know there was such thing as 3-team trades in the NFL. There's 3-team trades in the NFL, but obviously that's a thing. These are just rumors right now, but I've been saying since the summer that DESHAUN should go to Miami. They don't trust Tua. Tua's not what they thought they would be. They passed up on Justin Fields. And Trevor Lawrence. They got to make up for it. And granted, Tua did throw for over 300 yards a couple weeks ago. I think. No, that was this week because they were in London. I think London. They were across seas. So, but Tua, small, not really the best. There's nothing. He's like a poor man Drew Brees, but not in a good way. Tua is not what we thought he was going to be coming into the NFL, and it might just be because of how great all the other young quarterbacks are. So, but 3-team trade will send Tua to Washington, which I don't know if Tua is better than Heineken. So, remains to be seen. Which this should also affect Cam Newton and Cam Newton's status about getting back into the league. I'll probably touch on that briefly. So Cam Newton got the shot, so he can play in the league again. And so he must be getting calls. You might see him in Seattle. Who knows? You might see him in Washington or back in Carolina. So it remains to be seen. There's no new news on that. I'm sure he'll address it in his Funky Friday episode on Friday, and then if anything comes out of that, I'm for sure to let y'all know. So, DESHAUN Watson to Miami. I love it. Miami's good. They're a quarterback away, and they just got to get some things together. I don't know what happened to their defense, but I think if DESHAUN's there, he masked some of that, and this will be by far the best team he's ever been on, even if they're not as good as you think they should be. It would still be the best team he's ever been on because, well, other than the 10-6 year, the 10-6 year was pretty good, and I think that if O'Brien didn't mess the team up, they'd be better. So, one of the best teams he's ever been on. So I think he will be okay there. I think he'll be good. I want to see him there so we can see DESHAUN play again, barring any legal stuff that happens. That's kind of went away, so to speak. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing DESHAUN playing back football again tonight. So that's really all we have on that. If anything changes post-editing, it's my best friend. So the second big story is Ronnie Stanley, tackle for the Raiders. Not the Raiders, the Ravens. Is going to be out the rest of the season with an ankle injury. He had surgery a couple days ago, and he put this post up on Twitter talking about how sad he is and all that. And he was out last year too with a season-ending injury. And so people are talking like, oh, is he faking the injury? Or is it that bad? And calling him soft. Like, y'all don't know what these linemen go through. You think it's a car crash for running backs every play. It's a car crash for these linemen every single day they get on the field. So take all the time you need. And honestly, and I might get slack from Ravens fans for this, but is it really a loss? Like, Lamar only really played with him one couple games. I haven't checked the stats on this, but I'm almost positive Lamar didn't play with him very much. Not the last 2 seasons, of course. So, it's a big loss. It's a big loss. But I think the line has been doing fine. The line hasn't really been bad. It hasn't been bad this year. So I think the Ravens will be okay. But I know it sucks for him to not be out there. So, him, Marcus Peters. We get Boyer back this week. And we're gonna see how the Ravens shake out. I can't remember who they play. But we're gonna see how this shakes out. So we're gonna get into the rapid fire round. So we're gonna talk about Dallas. Dak Prescott was 36-51, 445 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. CeeDee Lamb, 9 receptions, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Diggs had another interception. These are not your father's Cowboys. That was gonna be the tagline of this whole episode. But stuff different, Dallas played really, really well in terms of fighting back from deficits. I was very impressed with Dallas because normally these are the games Dallas loses, but they're winning these games now. And Dak Prescott is playing at a high level. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough. I still think the Rams are gonna make it out. They're probably gonna reach the Super Bowl, but the Rams gonna have a task to handle if the Cowboys are gonna play like this. Kansas City has just not been sharp. Mahomes, 32-47, 397 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Just not been sharp, man. I don't know what's going on with them. Luckily, they got the win, but it shouldn't have took as hard. They shouldn't have to work as hard as they did for this win. They got to get sharper because it's starting to look like they might not make the playoffs because they can't beat good teams playing like this. Can't beat good teams playing like that. So we're gonna finish off, with our guy Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is 6-0. They haven't lost a game yet. So if anybody should be in the front of the MVP chase, it should be Kyler Murray, just based off the simple fact they're undefeated. Now, do I think they can stay undefeated? No, they play the Rams are in their division, and they play in the NFC West. So I'm almost positive they won't go undefeated. But just to see them play this well is really, really well. He was 20 for 30, 229 yards and 4 touchdowns. They started 20-0, and there was a wrap after that. And actually, Baker was actually hurt. So Baker was hurt, but that doesn't take away the fact that they got destroyed. So those are all the games that I think were important this week. Those are the major guys that we want to talk about. Next week, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. Or if y'all like this format where I just hit on little topics, smaller, little consumable bits, just let me know. But if anything happens with DESHAUN tomorrow or anything before the trade deadline, just make sure you come back to Black Quarterback Central and we'll give you all the details. And I'll see you next week.